Brosplay. Ba 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 bread. Ba 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 bread. Ba 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 bread.
Take my hand. Put an axe in it. No.
Put a box in it?
Put an axe in it.
Oh. So this is such a perfect
Nice.
Such a perfect thing to start Barbara as, because she gets to cut people down. And they're
So
just
you
like,
could play this as him, right?
Oh yeah, easily. I feel like they intended this. See, she feels like she doesn't move as well. Like, I think I don't know if she has like a bigger reach or something.
I don't think she floats as much.
Yeah. And the unfortunate thing is that additional...
You do that every time?
No. Well, every time you see the fairy, unfortunately, it stops gameplay, which is weird because there's another level that doesn't do that, where it introduces you to a new concept without stopping the gameplay. So it feels like different directors were moving on that. So I tickled the rock god.
You tickled the rock.
Rock god.
Rock Regatta. That sounds like a place you would go in the fall. We're going to the Rock Regatta in late September.
That actually sounds like late September. Sounds like something that Sick would sing about.
It was in late September.
In late September.
You're gonna get crushed. Nope.
In Rock Regard. So I found a new show, brother. By the way, I highly recommend Amazon Prime Video. It's got.
How much is it?
I don't know.
How much is it?
But you get 30-day free trial, so.
Yeah, but that doesn't do me any good. I actually hate free trials.
Oh.
Well, because free trials are just an free trials are a very good excuse for them to sell you the full version.
Yeah.
Isn't that what, like 99% of the time?
That's the intention, yeah.
Yeah, but a free trial is supposed to be for you to try it out. And like, think about AVG. AVG gives you a free version because when you have the free version, they get to advertise at you mercilessly.
Makes sense.
Does, but at the same time, shouldn't the idea of a trial be that I should like it so much I go out of my way to find your product after your 30 days? Like, I should be worried my 30 days is going to end.
Oh, shit.
I can't believe you survived that.
I had a heart.
Oh. There's another heart. But Amazon Prime, Netflix, HBO, AMC, there's so many different, Crave, so many different platforms nowadays.
Yeah.
And, I was just trying to find HBO. So HBO not HBO, Game of Thrones season 7.
Yeah.
Starts July 16th,
Ooh.
2017.
Ooh.
Which is really close because we're recording this on the 5th. Or, yeah, the 5th. So anyways, I went to look up.
See him? He's poking him in the eye.
Aw!
Yeah.
That's really brutal.
It's a king lum, too.
Really?
King
lums?
Right. I think so. He has a little crown.
Okay.
Oh, never mind.
So I went to look up HBO, like how do you get HBO in Canada? Do you know how?
No.
So in the States, you can get HBO Now, which is like an internet exclusive service.
Yeah.
That's in the States only.
Oh.
If you're in Canada, you must have a television provider. That is
What?
That is the only way you can get HBO.
I think I tried that one time, because...
And you probably had the same problem I did.
If I cannot find the legitimate method to watch something, I do not watch it.
Even Game of Thrones, bro?
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You're not going to watch Game of Thrones because you can't get it in Canada?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
I'll find it on, I don't know. I'll,
You'll buy it on disc in a year?
Yeah, I'll pay $80 fucking for it.
Do you expect me to not talk to you about Game of Thrones until you can...
Totally joking.
I figured you were.
I'll probably find a way to get, like, I don't know, maybe I'll get a cable service. I don't know.
Oh,
God. Bell has, like, packages, who knows.
Yeah, but you're really gonna, like, I was just gonna buy it for 2-3 months. Like, I just wanted HBO for as long as Game of Thrones lasts.
Yeah,
sure. Like, I don't want to pay for it every month. But that's one of those things where, like, Game of Thrones is worth it, for sure.
I'm not sure
I didn't understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't want to have to do an illegitimate method. But there's no choice. They're not leaving us any choice.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get a cable provider just to get HBO.
Fucking goddamn it. Fucking Barbara.
Shouldn't they be a cable provider? I'm like really not sure.
I don't understand it. Yeah.
Yeah,
really
why they can't do
no
that.
No idea. I feel like I'm not adding to your story here. Fucking Barbara.
I'm mostly just complaining that HBO is not available.
Yeah.
But so I heard some things about Game of Thrones season 8. So
What?
seven is not.
Barbara.
Yeah, she can't. Yeah, I don't know.
I had the problem with this on my first playthrough too.
I don't know if she's a good character
Oh, I'm definitely only playing her for the sake of.
to show me. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to.
Wang over there.
Yeah, wing over. Yes.
So yeah, Game of Thrones season 8 is a thing. I thought 7 was the last one.
Oh, I expected that show to go on forever.
Well, yes. So season 7 is only going to be 7 episodes.
What?
And, yeah.
No.
Yeah. And so I think they're all an hour, and then the finale is 82 minutes.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's going to be slightly longer. I don't know. I think it's just because of how much like is going to be in the finale. But then the 8th season is only going to be 6 episodes.
What?
But at this point, there's been talk. I don't know if this is confirmed or not, but there's been talk that the episodes may all be feature length for the 8th season.
Oh.
So it could be theoretically like 2-hour movies. Yeah, like 6. Well, 6. 6
movies?
episodes.
I actually really agree with that that style because I saw that on Futurama.
Yes, they did a full season like that, didn't they?
They did a season, it was 3 movies. And I felt like it actually lended much better an opportunity for a better story because coming up with a 22-minute episode story idea is tough because you have to have something that
Beginning, middle, end.
it has a beginning, middle, end, but it's happening. 22 minutes is short, dude. That's the length of one of our shows
A short episode, actually, nowadays.
nowadays. Yeah, but that's a lot.
It's true, though. We can barely get an idea off in a 20-minute episode.
Yeah.
But I also noticed that like some shows have been very successful only doing that, like Sherlock. Right?
Yeah, and that's why I like that show. But it also kind of means that you end up, if there's like an episode you're not crazy about, it's a lot of content that's you're suddenly not watching.
That's a good point. But I would be very disappointed if it was going to be 2 7-episode seasons and then that's it.
Right.
You know, I feel like not that they owe us anything. They can do whatever they want.
Oh,
and
they
it's-
do. They owe us.
Well, they don't owe me or you. We didn't pay them any money.
Once you've created content, you owe the people who watch it. It's not your show anymore. If they tell you to turn Sherlock into a reality TV show,
You do
with
it.
tits,
With tits.
you go for it, man.
Very specifically with tits.
Specific tits.
Is that
Like
a
very
new
specific,
term?
Yeah, specific tits.
It's like the specific gravity, specific weight, specific tits.
We would like to welcome our younger viewers.
Yeah.
I'm joking. If your parents don't know you're watching this, don't
Hopefully
watch
you're-
it.
hopefully you're
Ask them.
18.
I don't know.
Well, it depends. If your parents don't care what you're watching, then don't care that your parents don't know. But if your parents don't want you watching stuff that's not good for your brain, well, you come to the wrong place.
Yeah, I got a buddy who says that he would so much prefer his kids play video games than watch Let's Players, and I don't disagree.
Interesting.
They're just different parts of the brain. I wouldn't say that one's better. Fuck.
Woo! I would definitely say you get more of a cognitive benefit out of playing video games because you have to actually do it.
But the
But that-
experience is so much
yeah.
more consistent with a show.
Well, and also you're not always into the idea of gaming. Like,
Yeah,
what he probably really doesn't want is for his kid to game for a few hours and then watch Let's Play for a few hours, right? That's like what you really don't want.
Yeah, it's kind of like with Rainbow Six Siege. I don't know I'm gonna have a good experience if I play on my own, but I know that if I slap a Serenity 17 episode on, that he's not showing me bad gameplay. It's usually successful. So it's
That's a good
it's
point.
a positive feeling. It's
But
a
that's
nice
also not
feeling.
Let's Play, right?
Yeah, I would say it's Let's Play.
Okay.
Yeah, because the recording is live with the gameplay.
But it's like it's not the way we do it. It's not long form.
It's not long form. It's cut together, but I would still say that it's Let's Play.
I really like long form everything.
Yeah, it works really well.
We've always been into podcasts since we discovered them, pretty much.
Yeah, we've kind of made a Let's Play, or kind of made a podcast out of a Let's Play show.
And we've kind of made, we essentially have 3 podcast shows if you want to think of Brosplay as being a podcast show. So there's Brosplay, there's the A Discussions, there's our actual Broscast, which someday we will return to.
I don't know if I like the name. I think we should change it.
That's a good point. We could call it the Bros Podcast. So not different at all.
Yeah, we kind of didn't think about the connotation of bros, because a bro is like typically like a meathead, like a bros before hose sort of situation.
But we're actually bros.
I know.
People just don't get that.
That's the issue.
So those Firebirds do nothing.
They hurt.
You just walked through one, didn't you?
I don't think the fire does anything to me.
So it's only the bird.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's not really a bird even, I just realized.
Almost didn't get that. Ooh, okay.
But that's
All right,
so
hey,
true. It's like the
ooh.
bro science thing.
Watch
Here.
this, watch this, watch this.
Woo! Whoa! Whoa.
That's so well timed.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Speaking of the long form, I just discovered a show on Amazon Prime Video, and it's called Patriot. And I think that the only thing about it I would change about it is the name. Although it's actually like accurate to the character being a patriot, it's just that it doesn't really like capture what the show's about. It's about a guy who is a operative for the United States in 2012, and he has to go undercover in order to move money from one place to another, and to affect like politics in Iran. And it's super serious, but it presents itself real like really soft, like real. It presents itself really light, even though it deals with super serious subjects.
I was gonna say that sounds like a very complicated subject.
Well, he has to be a piping engineer, and piping engineering is so specific and so complicated. The moments where they talk about the specifics, it's like you don't understand a single word they're saying. It's like the T brackets on the apex frame.
So you said piping?
Piping, yeah,
like
oil piping.
Oh, shit, that's a good point. Yeah, pipelines.
It's really specific and complicated, so he doesn't know a shit about piping, so he has to blend in while also being like their guy who knows piping.
Oh my god.
And he doesn't. And before the story even starts, he's already been completely mentally broken by his previous mission. So to the point where when they try to get him to do the mission that the season's about, he says, I don't know, man, I was thinking about just staying here. Like, just not being...
Forever.
Yeah, I was like, I'm kind of just happy not doing that anymore. And they're like, we need you. So everything that he does, like, every time he, like, fucks with somebody in order to continue the mission, like a real person's life that he fucks with so that his mission can continue, it just crushes him a little bit more and a little bit more, and he just, like...
Because he doesn't want to do it.
He hates it. He just hates it. They don't say he hates it, but you can tell he's definitely not okay.
Very unique idea.
It's really good. It's got Kurtwood Smith. He played Red Foreman on...
Really?
Yep. It's got...
Who does he play?
He plays one of the bosses who just hates the character.
Well, that sounds right.
He basically plays the same hard-ass character
as Red Foreman,
except he's just financially very successful.
Rather than being the guy who raised the dumbass?
Yeah, exactly. He's a guy who, like... I don't want to say actually any more about his character, because he's got a lot of great characterization.
A lot of development.
And then it also has the guy who played John Locke on Lost.
Oh, interesting, because they look very similar.
They do. See,
I don't think that was a plot point.
No, actually, but I actually did mean to bring it up. But the point that I brought up the long form for is that they're a big fan. The director's a big fan of extremely long uncut scenes.
Almost like Breaking Bad?
Yes, very similar to it. Yeah, where it has these really awkward, long-ass scenes that just do not end.
And they're designed to show you that not scenes don't cut in real life.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what the point. It's like it's meant to like.
What's this called again?
It's called Patriot.
And it's a show.
It's actually an original on Prime.
Okay.
Yeah.
See that's what's so hard nowadays, is that I feel like, I don't know about HBO and stuff like that. HBO will probably always be doing pretty well for itself, but eventually there's just gonna be options like, Crave will make their own content, Amazon makes their own content, Netflix makes their own content. So after a while, it's gonna go back to being like networks.
Yeah.
On PBS you get this, on AMC you get that.
Everything contracts and expands. It's like on Walking Dead. During the chaos of the beginning of the apocalypse, everybody leaves the city because that's where the people are. But inevitably, everyone groups up again and comes back to the city because that's where all the structures are.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting. That is quite a cycle.
My point about the characters looking similar, the Kurtwood Smith, and I think the one guy's last name was O'Quinn, but I can't remember. The guy who plays Locke. Is that they look so similar because they're both older gentlemen with like dark/gray beards and bald heads, and I realized I have partial face blindness. I'm now confirming that I have partial face blindness because of this. Every time I see one of them, I can't remember what the other one looks like.
Really?
And as soon as I see the other one, I can't remember what the first one looks like.
Weird.
And it's so specific though, because I know what you look like.
Yeah, but
there's never any confusion there.
You used to get that though with Harrison Ford and Dennis Quaid.
I did actually.
So that's not completely unusual. Because I remember you even told me they're the same person one time. I know
I did.
I know you were fucking around, but
I was totally fucking with you. But I really like this. There's a fan, or for some reason a draft, and it's like attached to the platform.
I don't know. Yeah.
You see, the draft is attached to the platform, which is attached to the ferry.
So when the ferry moves, the fan moves.
And I punch this guy's eye, so he's like, ah!
Yeah, I like that. Oh, secret.
Fuck you.
You gotta overshoot.
Look at him stomping on him.
What an asshole.
But the great thing about also the guy who plays Bobby Elvis on Sons.
Wait. You just went into a door. Like you saw that, right? There was a door
in a door.
No, there was a thin little piece of branch, and then there was a door in it. It's like, where does that door lead? There's nothing on the other side of that door. But sorry, yes, Bobby.
The guy who plays Bobby Elvis from
Bobby
Sons.
Elvis, right?
Yeah, he plays a secondary character on Patriot.
Okay.
And Patriot does this thing where it takes a similar theme. So, for example, he works for a company that's all about piping. Piping is all about moving one object from A to B, and his job as an operative is also moving money from A to B.
Huh.
So they do these double up, like a theme that is also playing out in two scenes at the same time, similar to the way that fuck, what's it called? Scrubs. Scrubs used to do that. There was a similar problem on two different stories at the same time.
I don't know if I remember that.
Every episode was like that.
Where two people had the same issue but in different contexts?
Yeah. So like, Cox would have a problem where he like can't tell his wife that he hurt his back, and Turk also can't tell his wife about something he did. So like, you got two guys, both can't tell their wife something, both because they both believe that their wives wouldn't want to hear it because it would affect their image. Like, Cox doesn't want to say that he hurt his back because he doesn't want his wife to think he's weak.
And Turk doesn't want to tell his wife.
For whatever reason.
Yeah.
Turk is Turk. Turk's kind of an idiot. It's actually amazing that he has such a great wife.
That's actually a very good point. He is kind of an idiot.
Oh, watch this shit.
Oh, so brutal.
I love their eyes. They're so funny.
The one eye?
No, it's actually two. He just turned to it. Oop.
Oh, they do have two. Okay, I see the other guy.
So the way that here we go. So he's all angry, and then you cut it, and he's like,
oh no. Nice.
Oh, I love that too. That as soon as you jump in here, it almost kills you.
Yeah, just so that you. Jesus.
This
is so narrow.
This is the nice way to do it. Is just punch him in the face.
I feel very claustrophobic in that hallway.
It's like feel claustrophobic.
What?
Is that a normal thing for you? Is claustrophobia?
No, I actually get more claustrophobic in games than in real life.
I get motion sick in certain games.
I definitely got motion sick when I did the PlayStation Virtual Reality.
That's a big issue with it. They're pushing people.
The human brain just needs to adapt.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? People probably got fucking sick trying to read the original parchments. You know, like the original written word, or like even on slates. You know, probably after a while, your eyes will go all cross-eyed.
Well, that's what I'm thinking is, or I guess some people are thinking is a correlation of why. I actually don't know how to do this.
You have to turn it.
I know I have to turn it, but I don't have time. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, you don't have to turn it halfway.
The correlation between glasses and intelligence is that smart people typically read, and reading leads to short-sightedness.
Where'd you hear that?
I think I heard it on Joe originally, or maybe it was it might have been Edumacation.
Okay, because it would be very interesting if somebody else theorized that. Because I remember talking about that a couple years ago.
With me?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, because
we used to talk before the show.
No, not really.
Sorry, did we exist before the show? I wasn't aware.
Well, like not so much that we existed. We were physically present, but I don't know if we as people existed.
Wow, we as a brotherly group were totally different.
We're not the same.
I'm not the same as I used to be.
We weren't even the same. Well, like the same brotherly group like a year ago.
Yeah, that's
we were
true.
similar, but
yeah, I never knew. I always have this fear that people are entertaining me, kind of like they're just
like you're actually an idiot, but your friends are all so nice
that I think I'm smart.
Yeah, well, yeah, that they don't want to tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that's one of those things that can never be proven.
Okay.
Like even if people tell you, like, no, you're smart. Like you know.
Well, that's why I'm honest with people. Like sometimes someone's like, you know, like if a girl asked me if something made her look fat, I would look first. You're not supposed to.
Before you.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to just say no. But I'd be like,
Wait, they tell you not to look?
Yeah, you're supposed
kind
to.
Of feminist.
No, it's supposed to just be like, of course not, dear. Like you're not supposed to even look, right?
Well, yeah, but if you don't look, then you're of course not as useless.
Yeah, but then you say like, because I would never find you fat no matter what you wore, honey buns.
Oh my god, but then what woman would want that? Then she has no objective opinion? She has to call her friend up and be like, here, I sent you a picture. Like, do I look fat?
This is where the conversation gets a little awkward, because that's actually a lot of people just in general.
Oh.
They want to be, like, they want to just believe it.
Oh man, that's
awkward?
Yeah, well, no, I don't care. I mean,
all right, thank you for joining us. Next episode. Quicksand.
Did we do this?
Oh, no, sorry. Next time, rescue Alicia.
Yeah, next time Alicia.
Alicia.
Alicia.